Here is why Europe won't exist anymore in 2043. Before the start of the video, make sure to leave a like, and if you want to see more content, subscribe to the channel. Let's get started. The debate over dropping fertility and the role of immigration. Both national governments and the European Commission have highlighted Europe's low fertility levels as a challenge to long-term social and economic sustainability. Demographers have devoted considerable efforts to explaining why the birth rate is so low and what might be done to raise it. Migration as a solution remains a contentious topic in many countries. That discussion ignores the impact that migration already has on existing population trends within most European countries. It also highlights the lack of a clear definition of how migration may compensate low fertility levels, a clear way to measure migration's impact. To provide a more systematic assessment of population replacement in different parts of Europe, the researchers develop a simple and effective measurement. It sets the size of a female birth cohort in relation to the average number of mothers in that year. The resulting number is defined as the overall replacement ratio, ORR. As the cohort ages, changes of this ORR can be tracked. See Figure 1. The scientists focus on the first 3 life decades, because at that age, mortality is a negligible factor. Therefore, any change in the ORR can only be due to migration. What's being debated is already happening. The scientists also take a closer look at the developments in the different European countries. See Table 1. Whilst the overall pattern is similar to the one for the EU 15, certain variations can be directly linked to specific migration events in the country's history. For example, the large rise in each cohort in Germany in the early 1990s indicates the influx of refugees from former Yugoslavia. However, almost everywhere in Western Europe, data on women born during the 1975 to 1980 period of declining fertility shows that by the time this cohort reached age 28, the ORR was close to or above the replacement level. As significant numbers of immigrants are older than 28, a further rise in the ORR is likely to occur after that age. Therefore, the authors strongly suggest that projections of Europe's imminent demographic demise are far from realistic. In much of Europe, it is manifestly clear that while the idea of replacement migration, as proposed by the United Nations in 2000, has been widely criticized, in reality this is precisely what is happening. The UK's decision to leave the European Union raised the prospect that other member states could follow suit. But are any other states likely to give up their membership? Marcus Gastinger, University of Salzburg, presents an exit index that captures how likely EU members are to leave and finds it unlikely. Ever since the United Kingdom decided to leave the European Union in June 2016, one question has been on the minds of many Europeans. Which other member states could leave the EU in the years ahead? In fact, one of the arguments among Brexiteers in the run-up to the referendum was that the UK needs to break free from the EU as a failing political project, a mantra repeated by Leave supporters to this day. But how likely is it that the EU will fail? In a recent paper, I argue that there are essentially 2 scenarios in which the EU could collapse. The first entails all EU member states agreeing, unanimously, to change the treaties and dissolve the EU. This is, perhaps self-evidently, never going to happen, since there will always be states opposing this course of action, e.g. Luxembourg. The second scenario is the EU being hollowed out by successive but individual exits of member states, with each state can decide on a sovereign basis within its own domestic political arena. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications to see more of our future videos. With that said, keep enjoying our videos, and I'll see you in the next video.